Hello everyone. Now we look at the exercise in week 5 lab 3 actually. First we look at the exercises. Okay, so the first exercise is to enhance the Java animation application. So this one is very helpful for you to build the Tetris application, right? First step is download the application from this part. Okay, we can go to here. Okay, so this is a GitHub. We download file from there, right? So we use the Git. This is my current directory, Wix3, and Git clone. Copy this project URL. Copy this. Okay, now we have the project. CD Java download come here. So here is the project, and then we open IntelliJ to this project. Open project. Document 2000 Java 2005. This one, right? So this is the one we just trust project because first time to clone from the internet. Trust the project in here. All right, and then close this one. Now we have this project here, right? Look the main files here. We can start to run this project first. Have a look. Go to the Maven here, plugins, JavaFX, and run. Double click. Okay, so this is the current animation project. They have this is the main screen. They have a button, start game. Okay, so here is the game, right? If we type in the direction key, right, up, down, left, right, right? So they moving like this. So this current one. Okay. Now we look at the exercise what ask us to do. Not this one. Not this one. Let me see. Okay. All right. The first step: download this one, run the application, add the following features. Add the label displaying main screen at the top of the main screen, right? Okay. Look at this main screen. So panel, double, start, and primary state show main screen, right? So here is a show main screen. They have a VBox main screen stat padding here and the button, right? Button here, and we need to add a label. Main screen, right? Okay, so the label is red because we need to import it. I just click this one, import class. So it's from JavaFX scene, right? Control, okay, label. And we have this one. We look here, though they add main screen get children add start button. Now we need to add all. And also we can add the first one label, and the second one is start button, right? Okay, come to here, we run this. Right, we have a main screen. Okay, now we look at the next one. Add two buttons, configuration and exit below the start button, right? Okay, we need to add two more buttons here. Label, start game. We need to add new more button. So maybe this is the function of the start button, right? So we create another button. Config button equals new button configuration. Okay, and button exit button. Exit button, and we add those two buttons to the screen. So if we have the label, start button, and config button and exit button, right? Okay. Okay, this one complain because we forget it's new. Okay. Now we add this two button here. When click this, switch to a new configuration button, right? A configuration screen. So look what we have here. So this button we haven't set any function yet, right? We need to add a function. Config button dot set action. Going to show config screen. Right, show config screen, but we don't have the config screen yet, so that is right. We need to create a method private void show configures screen, right? Create this. Look at what would be in here. We just copy something from this part. In this screen we have this one we have here we have the this is config screen, but to use another name, config screen. Okay, so the label is config screen, right? Configuration. Right, so we add this into the screen, this box. So we have config screen dot get children dot add all. The first one is a label. Right. The first is add multiple adding multiple things into this box. Now we also look what others configure display configuration and include back at the bottom. Click back button will return the main screen, right? So we need to finish this part function first. Button back. We add this button to here. And also for this button, we need to add the function set on here. show main screen. So go back to main screen, right? So now we have a look, see how it's working. Close previous one. Close previous run, and maybe start this. Okay, we have the main screen, start game, configuration, exit, right? Click configuration. Okay, nothing happened. Strange, why it doesn't work. Have a look. Look at the show main screen. We have the start button, and we have configuration button. Configure button show configuration screen, right? Show configuration. Oh yes, we create this configuration, but we haven't make the root to use them. That yes, we need a root. The root is the stack pane, right? So generally you see the stack pane. So that is the root part. Root dot get children, and this one is set all. Set all. So this time we set configure screen, right? Okay, now it should work. Okay, configure. Yes, come to the configuration. Back, right? Configuration, back. Start still works, right? Okay. Now we continue. See what others. Include the back button at the bottom. Click the back button should return, right? So between the configuration and the label and the back button, add the following controls. Checkbox label shadow, right? Right. So we come to the configuration. It's a label. We need to have a checkbox. So before we have checkbox, we create a local, create attribute private boolean as shadow default false, right? We have shadow default false, and in this show configuration we have checkbox check cb new checkbox has shadow, right? So cb dot set select has shadow, so it's right, and cb dot set action, right? So in this way, we have has shadow equals is checked, is selected, right? So if it's select, this has shadow is going to be true, right? Okay, so it's double binding, and now we add the children. We add this checkbox in here as well, right? Now we need to test for the ball. Look at the function for here is the ball, right? So we come to if has shadow, right? We create a shadow, drop shadow, equals new drop shadow, right? And shadow dot set offset x 5, shadow dot set offset Um, set y 5. Sorry, it's 5. And we have the ball dot set effect shadow, right? So this part is try to apply this drawing as a shadow. Now we have a look to see if it works. Right, come to right. So this way, go to the configuration, put as shadow, start game. Right, this one see if they have their shadow. Right, if we go to here, configuration, and click this, come to this is no shadow, right? Okay, so it works. Now we look at this enable shadow, right? The 3 radio button labeled red, green, and blue. Okay. Now that means we are going to have 3 different colors. So we look at the original one. We probably need to have a color. Okay. Not Boolean. So one possible way is we try to use the color class, but here we use string. So the default is right. Okay. So the default is right. The reason we use string rather than we use something why we use color string rather than this is because later I'm going to describe if I want to use switch, the color cannot be used as a variable for switch because it's not immutable, but string is. So we use color string. And here we create a function, private function. Get color. Okay, so this one we're going to use this change string to color. Switch color string case right. Okay, here we just directly return this. Return case right. We return color dot right. Case green return right, and case blue return. Okay, default must have default because this is enhanced switch. You cannot enumerate all the possible strings. We must have default. Black maybe. Okay, so we have a get color function, right? So in this way, we come to the game part. New ball color. Here we use function get color. Okay, so we return the color. We don't need to have the parameter because they take attribute as a parameter. Now we need to add the configuration part to include the color choice stuff, right? Enable the color choice stuff. Okay, let me see. Back. Sorry. Okay, button read radio button right equals new radio radio button right and sorry. Okay, let me see this. Okay, radio button green equals new green and radio button blue equals new button. Right. Okay, so we have this. Now we need to have a toggle group a new toggle group, right? And your toggle group why toggle group? Why this one? Method called. Oh yes, sorry, forget new. Okay, and we have the blue dot set toggle group. It must be in the same group, right? RB right dot set toggle group and RB green dot set toggle group, right? So we have the all set here. Okay, and we switch color stream case right. Okay, RB right dot set select this case green RB green dot set select, right? And default we just set RB blue set let's see what set select. Okay, sorry, here you need to have a true, right? Set select true. Okay, and also we need to let me see, set RB blue dot action set action. If we select blue, we're going to color string equals blue, right? If this RB right set on action, color string equals right RB green dot set on action color string equals green. So this one is color screen, right? Color string equals this. Okay, so now we have this function here. Then we need to add this into here, into this part. We have checkbox. We probably also need to have a label, right? We need to have a label. Okay, I have a label here. Now we come to add everything. We need to add after the checkbox. We need to have a color label and RB red, RB green, RB blue, right? Okay, now we try to run this one. Sorry, here is a mistake. Forget this. Okay, here, look the configuration. We have the colors, right? And if we start game, it's red. If we come here, we select green. Start game, it's green, right? Configuration, blue, right? It works. Okay. Okay, go back, right? A label shows size of the ball, right? Okay, now we need to have a size. Come to the beginning, we need to have another. We have color string, has shadow, we have integer size, right? The default is 10, right? We have size default is 10, and then we come to the ball part. So the value is size, right? Value is size. And here we have the color section. Now we come to the size section, right? And label size, label equals new label size plus size, right? We display the size, and now we have a slider size. New slider. The minimum value is 5, the maximum 20, and the current value is size, right? This size, and we have size slider dot set show tick labels, size slider dot set show tick marks, right? True. Yeah. Okay. Size slider dot set major tick major tick unit 5, right? Okay. And what else? Now the most important one is for the size slider dot size slider dot value property dot add listener, right? Okay, so this most important part. Add listener, we have the observes and the old value and the new value, right? So that's parameter, return something. It's something we have the size equals new value dot integer value, right? And also we have the size label because we need to change the label. Dot set text size plus size, right? Okay. All right. So now we try to run the application. Okay, configuration. Oh, sorry. We forgot to add the slider to this branch. We need to add size label, size slider, right? To add them into the children. Okay, we have this one, right? Now we look, if we move this, see the size changed, right? 5, okay, so if put it at 5, smallest, become very small, right? If we change the size to the biggest, go back, okay, it's big, okay, now it works. Continue to add more features. A slider to set the ball size. Get all settings should directly. Okay, it works. Adjust arrow key, right? So this one, okay, arrow key. Now we look at the, sorry, now we look at the application. Now we look at the application. The current setting is like if I press the left key, right, see it just go directly change the direction. What the new change is, we use left, right to increase, decrease the access speed, and up and down change the speed, right? Okay, so we need to, yes, we need to disable this. Come here to look at the behavior of the key, right? Keystroke. Look here, so this up key, up key we're going to move dx0 divide here, but now the up key only increase the speed of the in the y direction, right? Will not affect the speed of x, right? The dx dy indicates the speed in the x direction and the y direction, right? Not affect this, not going to change that one. So we need to use dy equals dy, because we want to increase dy larger than 0, we dy plus 1, right? Otherwise, dy minus 1, right? Okay, so dy equals this. If dy larger than 0, dy increase, otherwise it's smaller than 0, minus 1. So that means if going the other way, in both directions, they're going to increase speed. Okay, so here I mentioned something. Can we just use this dy larger than 0 with dy plus plus, or dy minus y? Can we use this? So for this, I'd like to say for this one in Java, it is not working, because this one in Java is an expression rather than a statement. And in Java, every line must be a statement, right? So here is only expression. So it won't work. But this is a valid JavaScript. If you use JavaScript, it's fine. So we can say JavaScript and Java, even though they use the same C-style syntax, but JavaScript is more tolerant for anything, right? For Java, it's wrong, but for JavaScript, it works. Okay, we change it back. Okay, so here. So if down, we just change this, Control C, remove that. So in here, we just change the direction. So let's slow down, right? Similarly for X, this one is left, we reduce the speed, right? Dx equals dx smaller than 0, return dx plus 1, otherwise return dx minus 1, right? Okay, so this for the dx, the last one is in the x direction, we try to speed up, right? So that just change the direction, it works. Okay, so you see that display is not very well, right? So probably we can change this setting preference. In the tools part, action on save, we reformat code, right? Reformat code. Okay, so we just need to change something. Yes. Okay, so it's going to adjust this, make display better. Now we run the application, see what happens. Okay, so now we come to here. If we press C, we press the right key that increase the speed of X direction, right? Left slow down the speed of X direction, right? Okay. If we increase the direction speed in the X direction. Okay. Now you see we can slow down the Y direction, right? Okay, it works. The last function decrease speed in Y direction. Click the exit button on the main screen should close the application, right? Look, this like here. We come to this one, close this. In the main menu, show game screen. So this is show config screen, right? So we have exit button. We just need to exit button dot set on action, right? And system dot exit 0 means exit without an error, right? Okay, we'll try this. Okay, the other part works right, and game, okay, exit, right? So so everything here is finished. All this, so you can see many of these functions are very useful for you to build the Tetris application, right? Now we look at the second exercise, system overview, the design class diagram for a banking system, right? You are tasking with design a class diagram for a simple banking system model, customers, their account, transaction bank account. So a customer owns one or more accounts. An account is abstract. It can be this, right? Okay. For this is drawing the class diagram. Here is just give you some hint. We have this class, attribute, method, and also the relationship already mentioned here. So for this exercise, I have already provided solution. You can try to draw this diagram by yourself. And if you can use Lucid, right? Lucid, click here, you should be able to connect to your Lucidchart account, right? For the student account, it's free. And let me see if it works. All right, you can go open this one. Also, you can use something like draw.io, right? It's also free. .io. Also, there's the website provide the tool for you to draw diagram. So it's free tools, right? So it's easy to use. And I have finished this one already because here I show the solution, but I encourage you to try to solve the problem by yourself. Now I just show you the solution and give you some explanation. Here is a solution. Okay, a customer owns one or more account. So we have a customer own one or more account, right? Oh, sorry, account. So here, uh, we use this part of relationship because each account must be part of this customer, right? And so that's one of many. So this is aggregation, right? Aggregation. Account is abstract, so account is abstract here, and it can be either saving account or checking account. Okay, so the account is abstract, so we have a saving account, so that is generalization, right? So saving account, use this triangle, and checking account, right? And account contains multiple transactions, so we have account multiple transactions. Here, this is the composition. You can see the transaction you cannot exist without account. A transaction must be related to account, right? So this is a strong kind of relationship. But for the account, it's possible we create account and close account. So here we use aggregation. So that's slightly different. But generally, in this course, we don't really care if you mix these two, right? So they both of it means part of relationship. Okay. Okay. Account contain multiple transactions. Okay, I also delete it. If account is deleted, transaction also deleted. So that makes strong relationship. So it's composition. A statement lists the transactions of account for a given period. So we have statement. Statement relate to the transactions, the many-to-many relationship, because the transactions can exist in different statements, right? And also one statement may list multiple transactions, right? So many-to-many relationship. And a statement is about account, right? So it's one-to-many relationship. Okay, so there's a relationship. A customer can own multiple bank card, right? So a customer may have bank card. Here, I think I probably missed one. Right, I probably missed some. One multiple. It's linked to one or more account. Okay, I missed one relationship between the bank card and account because a bank card is associated with multiple account, right? So this is also many-to-many relationship. So one bank card can. Okay, maybe I try to fix that into here. Okay, maybe later. So the bank card can own multiple accounts, and also one account can be linked by multiple bank card, right? So for the multiple, this one here we need to have something a little bit special. It's one-to-many. So because for this customer, it must have at least one account. So that's our setting. But a customer may have no bank card, right? So there's just zero-to-many. Okay, so this one, and also look at each classes. We have the attribute and the method. This just display here, right? Because we are not directly connect to the source code yet. But if you connect to the source code, each class is class. We need to have attribute here. This minus means private, plus means public, right? This must be there. And also they have the parameters. For some of them, they probably not list parameters, but right. So usually they should have parameters, but some open account they probably should have an open what kind of account, right? Close account ID. This should be account ID, right? Okay, so that is the solution for the second one. So to draw the class diagram is the very important part for a student to learn software engineering, because class diagram probably one of the most important UML diagram. You should learn how to draw it correctly, use the correct notation, right? And also remember, do not draw too complex, right? If class diagram become too complex, too many um, classes or too many relationships, so that probably need to simplify, because the diagram is help people to understand the system rather than make people confused to the system. And also like the attribute and the method, usually we only list most critical attribute and the most important um, method here. For the real class diagram, we don't need to list all the attribute and method, because some class can be huge. They may have many uh, methods, right? If we list there, they're going to be too long. And so that kind of diagram not help people to understand the system, make people confused. So when we draw this one, make sure you draw this diagram, make people understand the design of your system. Okay, so that's all for this week's lab. Oh, we still have one more lab quizzes. Probably go quickly to the lab quizzes, right? So the lab, oh, sorry. I need to change to student view. Okay, begin. Okay, with practice best, what practice best illustrates the encapsulation? This one, use private field with public getter, right? So let's declare the encapsulation, because in the class, usually we put the attributes as or fields as private, and we use the getters and setters to access them, right? Okay, next. This one, fill in blank, string A override class test. Public main string A new B, right? This one. And message, so they return B plus super. This one A, right? So the answer is BA. The value of result 1, right? Stream buffer, new stream builder ABC, right? And append df, so they become ABC df. Delete 2 to 5, right? Delete 2 to 5. So 0, 1 to delete C, right? So become AB, right? AB. And also delete 5 minus 2, delete 3 character. They have 6 total, so it should be ABF left, right? Okay. Come to next. Um, class person test final, right? Look, P1 equals new person, Lim, right? And P2 new person, Lim, right? P1 dot equal P2. Okay, this is an interesting question, because look, these two class, two instance has exactly the same things, but look at this class. It doesn't have override equals, right? So they just use default equals of the object. But the default equal by object, when two objects equals, that means they are the same object, but they are not instance. Therefore, the return is false, right? It's false. Okay, because we don't have the override equals function here to compare this. So this is false. Which statement best describes instance of Java instead of class? A concrete object created at runtime. Yes. Let's take right. So this one. replace A to O, right? So that's string replace A to O. So this is global replace. So that replace every instance occurrence. B A to O, B O N O N O, right? So that's Bonono. Which of the following best describe a Java class? A single concrete instance, a container, a template of Bluepoint for which object create. Yeah, this one. Which notation used for fork parallel split join in this one? A diamond shape. So that is for condition. 6 solid bar. Yes. Not this one. In an active diagram, which shapes used to represent a decision? The diamond. Which relation shape is depicted by filled block, black filled diamond, right? So this composition. For the aggregation, use the empty diamond. So filled diamond is composition. Okay, perfect. Right, so this is a difficult question, particularly for the delete part. Delete and substring, always remember this is index. So if it's a 2, that means 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. And if you don't know how many deleted, use this one minus this one. 3 character delete. So that's the way help you to answer this question. All right, so that's all for this week's lab. So hopefully this helpful. See you next time. Bye-bye.